Hello, one and all, and welcome back to Campaign 10 Divine Fervor. This here is part 7. I'm your host, as always, Vernity Void. And we are coming back to a Europe that is shaping up rather interestingly. We have major players, major regional powers, but we don't have anyone kind of monopolizing power just yet. And there's also no personal unions as far as I know. There was one, remember, between Theodoro turned Bosporus over Kiev, but Kiev got independence in an independence war. But if you want to know what happened in the previous part, please go and watch the previous part. I highly recommend it. For now, though, I'm going to read some more national ideas, and this time we're going to go eastward to Takegawa. Takegawa has some interesting national ideas, and they are the premier exiled daimyo, so I think they deserve a little bit of attention. The third national idea of Takegawa is unparalleled accuracy. He was skilled with guns from an early age. He went to Kawachi and killed a member of his clan, Takeyasu, then left for another province and made a name for himself as a brave warrior, eventually resulting in him receiving overall command of the Firearms and Infantry Corps. Infantry fire plus 0.5. The fourth national idea is the White Ship. During the Second Battle of Kizugawaguchi, accompanying the Kuki Suigun, let me retry that. During the Second Battle of Kizugawaguchi, accompanying the Kuki Suigun's 6 black ships with one large Atakebune ship of his own. Atakebune. Ship durability plus 10%. You know, I thought Kravens' world building was going to give me a tough time, but some of these Japanese names give me a tough time too. But anyways, it proves these national ideas really do help Takegawa maintain control of not only the naval pathways, but also just land battles in general. That morale of armies and shock damage alongside additional fire damage, and then more infantry fire, that's so much. And Japan they can't really deal with it when it's massed. However, Takegawa is looking a little low on their military. They're going to need to do something about that. Let's keep it going. We're going to see if we can get to about 1610, 1609, somewhere around there. We usually do anywhere from like 20 to 25 years in each part, so, you know, somewhere in that ballpark. Hawaii, I believe I saw you colonizing over here. Yes, the Gilbert Islands. Rainy season brings fertility. Good stuff. We also have some wars going on here. Albania is getting attacked by America. I was corrected but multiple times, and I need to remember the J in like Croatian and Serbian and Bosnian. It doesn't make a J sound like a J. Like I have been pronouncing America. It's America. I think I have been mispronouncing it for a while, which I'm sorry. It's an honest mistake that I just need to remember. Y equals the Y sound is equivalent to the J with some of these names. That's kind of like how, you know, for Spanish, if you see 2 L's, it's normally a Y sound. It's just something to get used to. New Denmark is being attacked by Albania, but I mean, Albania is the United States of Albania. It's conquering Danish lands, but it's also being conquered by the Serbians, so. And it's like the Serbians kind of can't be stopped at this point. They are ahead in technology, they have the land forces, they have the manpower, they got it all. Unfortunate. Current wars, but let's take a look at these because, hey, Akhtemachi and Foix are going after Izialen, but even whoever lands there, like, they're going to be sieging that land for a while. Partu has brought in the Idrisids and Duvatsha to take on Sura, partitioning Sura some more. Haiti is going after the rest of the Antilles. Again, the double L in the name. I take it as a Y sound, so instead of Antilles, I say Antilles. It's just how I think about it. Pate is going after Muscovy. Why? Socotra. Socotra. The island that so many people want. And I think we can all kind of surmise that Sura's not gonna, they're not gonna be around for very much longer, at least in Iberia. The Idrisids want some land, Partu wants some land, Duvatsha wants some land. There's no shortage of claims being made in and around Iberia. Let's just say that. Foix wants Belize, and Akhtemachi wants Belize. But it's are you really gonna get Belize? Are you really? There's a nice silver mine there. I know you want it. I just don't think you're gonna get it. The capital at New Tirana is down, and the Albanians, they're fighting as much as they can, but the Serbians, oh dear Lord, the Serbians. And plus, the siege ticks at Serbian forts, they take quite a while. They have some defensiveness. Versus Albanian forts or provinces, they don't have that much defensiveness. Kalchakwi is trying to snuff out the rest of Sulasset. And honestly, Kalchakwi can pretty much do this. Sulasset is only ahead by one military technology, and they don't have the quantity. They have less than half of the forces that Kalchakwi has. I give Sulasset credit, but Kalchakwi is just, they're too much. They're too much. Oh, we also have Akhtemachi down here. Okay. Potiguara probably has some land that the colonizers want. But where's Potiguara? Ah, okay, right here. And I'm expecting, Colombia is going to have some land that colonizers want as well. There's some nice provinces there. Look at that big Partu. Look at that. Oh, shit. Oh, hold on here. Hold on here. So Mondstadt has brought in Salento and Duvatsha to go against Champagne, the Papacy, and Partu. So now, Duvatsha and Partu, once united to go against the likes of Sura, have now been ripped apart by this war by Mondstadt going after Champagne. Mondstadt wants Barrois, right here. It's a nice iron mine, and who knows what else Mondstadt wants. However, Partu has quite the large army, and I have a feeling they're gonna siege down Duvatsha's stuff, and then they're gonna go after Mondstadt. However, Mondstadt and Salento, they're coming in to reinforce Duvatsha and take on Partu, perhaps. Or maybe not. Maybe they want to finish off Champagne and then go after Partu. Safe to say the papacy is not going to be able to stand up for very long against Salento, because even the capital here of the papacy at Trapani it's down. I'm curious when... Oh, there. Finally, I think Armenia's finishing off Assyria. The Gurids still allied with Jaunpur, and they are taking their time. Socotra is not being besieged. Japan is allied with Ihri and Vononeria. That's an interesting alliance, okay. But it gives them a nice naval ally down here. Vononeria has an okay navy, 16 ships. Tranquebar with 23 ships, Cebu 13, Pangasinan 20 ships, Liyue 20 ships, Guanseo 12 ships, Sumuru 17 ships. The navies are slowly building up. Walaita, you know, it's really a missed opportunity by Semian not annexing the rest of Walaita, but that's on them. That's their choice. Oh, big battle here, and Mondstadt takes a win in the lands of Duvatscha, and Champagne's homeland is completely sieged down. The papacy was pieced out. Salento has united most of central Italy, and the papacy is just left with Palermo, Girgenti, and Trapani. Catholicism in shambles, my friends. The Protestants, they're going nowhere but up. Now, part 2. How much of a defensive fight can you put up? It's looking good so far. It is looking real good. You are fighting it out very well for Champagne, but once Salento comes in and reinforces with over 30,000 troops, it's just not enough. How long do these siege ticks take? Because Kraven's specifically designed part 2 to be super defensive in nature. Look at that max hostile attrition, and look at that garrison size addition. Like, it is intense stuff. So each siege lasts about 43 days. Okay, that's not that bad. But where's the fort? Where is the nearest fort? Here it is. So with the additional garrison size, it takes 24 regiments. But it seems like Mondstadt is not taking any chances, or maybe they just don't care, because there's a battle between Salento and Duvatscha. Oh my goodness, part 2, what happened to your discipline? Just straight up, there's some bad discipline in their army. But even with that, Salento cannot do much. What's their tech level? Part 2 is 1 military tech ahead of Salento and Duvatscha. However, Mondstadt is 1 military tech ahead, part 2. And yeah, they don't want to take any chances with these part 2 forts. They are piling on so many troops and taking so much attrition. Talk about bleeding out troops. And Champagne trying to unoccupy their own land. Good stuff. Mondstadt doesn't have any manpower. Neither does Salento. These forts, they are bleeding dry the enemy. Pause real quick. Take a look over in the New World. Albania has not been annexed fully, but I mean, they have been pushed eastward. And the Serbians, they rest for now. Aktimachi is trying to go after the rest of Sura, understandably so. Florida, or 3488 turned Florida, is going after the Albanians. Denmark is colonizing right next to EZLN. Interesting. Fontaine turned to Haiti. Is chilling out over here. And hey, Karnal has landed in South America. Cajamarca separatists are rising up in Calchaquí, and Calchaquí has taken a huge chunk out of Sulacet. Yep, it looks like the Finnish aliens are just, they're not going to be doing well. I think the next war they're probably going to get fully annexed. Yeah, Aktimachi's just going to go in and kind of bulldoze Sura. And then part 2, okay, so Mondstadt and company siege down 1 fortress of part 2, but that's only 1. And they have to deal with Champagne trying to spoil the fun back here. Also, Duvacha, where's your capital? It is right here at Mogo. Okay. So Duvacha is still in this, but they just don't have that many forces. Mondstadt is still bleeding out troops, and so is Salento. Both of those states are using up as much manpower as they can to throw at Partu, and Partu is no slouch. Never mind, I meant their forts are no slouch. Their military is absolutely, completely exhausted. Look at that. Oh, that's Octimachi. No, I mean, look at that. They have almost nothing. I don't know if they're going to lose any land from this war, but it's like they're just relying on attrition at this point. And there's peace. There is peace for Partu. They gave up some land to Duvacha, and that's it. And Champagne has lost a majority of its land at this point, and that is a solid win for Mondstadt, Salento, and Duvacha. And thus the wheels turn ever further. Alverton is now going after Champagne, and honestly, I think they'll be successful. Champagne doesn't have anything left. Partu is very slowly rebuilding. And yeah, the papacy can't do anything either. So if Averton lands enough troops down here, what can they do? What can the enemy do? Sura is trying to get out of Iberia, and they have successfully exiled themselves to North Africa. Actimachi is still in play. Sura is also converted to Sunni Islam. Not sure how you take that one, Kravens. I'm not sure how that fits into your world building. That's going to be a little bit awkward, if I do say so. Ah, the war returns. So Jaunpur got called in, and they declined to accept. So it's Armenia versus the Gurids. Gurids with one tech advantage. However, Armenia has much more in terms of quantity. So the Gurids are going to want to split up Armenia's army and take them on bit by bit. I'm not sure if they'll be able to, though. The flags are red, and I was getting confused. Like, I thought these were Gurid armies chasing down an Armenian army. My eyesight is fucked. And also, Semyon is going after the rest of Walaita. Like I said, they should have done a while ago, but better late than never. Walaita has no allies, so this should be cleaning house. The Jewish faith spreads ever further. Gurid army sent back. They need to do something. My boys need to do something. They need to rally and unite their forces. Cebu is actually doing very well. They haven't been getting into too many wars, and they're chilling. Same with Pangasinan. As of late, like previously in previous parts, Pangasinan got into too much trouble up here. Ket has been annexed. No, oh Ket, my pink Siberian friends. Oh, I will miss thee. But Ihri is now the playmaker of Siberia, next to the Evenkdaur Federation and Koryak. Interesting enough, Koryak is not even that far behind on tech. Good stuff. Okay, the Gurids rally. They take out one, or they push back one Armenian army, and you know they're trying. Granted, they have lost the fort at Isfahan, and they're about to lose one at Kazirun. But Armenia they're still alive and well. They got plenty of manpower. Some Assyrian separatists, but that shouldn't be a problem for them. Anything else in Europe? Yes, even Köln is in this. Mondstadt is going after Köln, and subsequently Norway. I have to imagine Norway is not going to be able to do much again. So the Serbians are seeking out the head of Svendale. Also, the Albanians can't do anything about these new Danish separatists. And I have a feeling, even though Svendale can put up an okay army, they just cannot deal with the amount of troops America turned Illinois can churn out. And, excuse me, 3488, just, like, there's not enough there. They do not have enough oomph. And what is Haiti? Oh, the Haitian conquest of that province. So they want to go after the United States of Albania. I think if anything, Fontaine turned Haiti is going to be the one to stand up to the Serbians, or the winner between Mexico and EZLN. However, EZLN is actually allied to the Serbians. That's something I didn't expect. Alright, I'm going to pause it here because I want to see some things. Sulaset still... if Sulaset can get an ally like Akdemachi, that would be a great help against Kalchakwi, provided that Akdemachi will actually help. Mosi and Kabu doing tributary wars again. Walaita has been fully annexed. And... nope, the Armenians are pushing in. The Gurids, they can't rally. What are you doing? My child. Jaunpur, why didn't you help them? Assholes. Can't I have one child that's a success? Can't I have one? Because, like, looking how things are for Satavahana, I don't know if they're going to be successful either. Genuinely, I don't know. Oh well. I try. Lebanon, you're allied with Morea and Salento. For as much of a letdown Salento has been in terms of like a diplomatic power player, they're doing well now. So I mean, it's like it's been a slow ramp upward, you know. They're also allied to Livonia, Mzab, and Mondstadt. And I gotta say, Mondstadt's doing very well. They just fully annexed Kuln. Seriously. Kuln is gone. The green that was here is no longer here. They're doing plenty fine. Also, the Orenburg Cossacks, they did a quick war against Beluzero, and they annexed some land. Beluzero getting bullied. My own child and the Gurids are being bullied. Because this is a war for Isfahan, yeah. Right over here. Sufan, actually, I'm gonna take a look at Sufanburi in a sec. Japanese conquest of Banjar. Really? And Japan is doing it. Hot damn. They are teaching Kutai a lesson. And Kamai is over here doing their own thing, but I mean, Japan is over here too. This is a very smart naval AI, Japan. What is going on? I'm not saying this is unprecedented. We've seen something similar to this before, but this is just like, they're actually dedicating proper forces to Southeast Asia, and they're making use of it. Damn. Sufan buddy, how are your advisors doing? There we go. See, we're getting some higher tier advisors for Sufan buddy. Some really cheap advisors too. Are they upgrading their monuments? They are not. Not yet. But I mean, Sufan buddy, they're doing well. And it seems as though the Gurids are trying to push back, but both sides are draining their manpower. And there is peace. Armenia takes over Isfahan, and these provinces here, they aren't exactly high development, but I mean, it's land nonetheless. It is a definitive win for the Armenians. I won't deny that at all. What else do we got? Oh, and Vononeria is also helping out against this side of Kutai, Kamai, and Pangasinan. Fontaine cannot do much, unfortunately, against the Albanians, so they are relegated to their islands. The Albanians maintain control of this war. Svendale's trying to push into Serbian land, but I have to imagine the Serbians are going to be clapping them back, because they are also dealing with 3488 on the other side. 3488 has their capital siege down. Is that their capital? No. Well, yeah, their capital is at Yazoo. War exhaustion is mounting. They're going to want out of the war soon. And Canada, or Svendale, it's like, you're on the chopping block too. The Serbians are not going to be nice to you once they catch you. Hey, who's over here? Koryak. Really? Okay. Making some contact with King William IV Sheridan. You know, fucking design that to be a republic, but no, fuck me, right? Ugh. Kalchakwi is going after Karnal because Kalchakwi wants to keep South American lands for themselves, which is understandable. Anything else? Kind of waiting until the Orenburg Cossacks come face to face with Muscat. Well, that'll be an interesting meeting of giants or regional powers. Aktemachi and their colony are going after Fontaine and Average Land. And La Plata, or Sulacet, is going after the colonial nation set up by Aktemachi. If Sulacet can annex this, hey, that's a nice increase in power, you know? That's something. But Kalchakwi is probably going to want to cut you off later. And that's just my guess, though. Soon enough, man, like the Serbians are going to take what they want from this war, and they're going to just dominate. They're just going to dominate. Oh, Savoyard separatists in Duvacha should probably get that sorted, and they will. Rhaetia, allied with Moreya, Kiev, and Averton. Foix is taking a sizable chunk of the Balkans. Are they building stuff here too? They are converting it actively. Are you? I don't know why there's a missionary. Oh, wait, what? What? Hold on. They are culture converting the Balkans. What? That's news to me. Okay. Well, shit, yeah, I had no idea they were doing that. Foix is more nefarious than we may have first envisioned. Japan was successful against Kutai. They now have a commanding presence in Southeast Asia. Vononeria is also liking this too because they got some land off Kamai. Okay, things are shaping up to be ever more intense in Southeast Asia. Armenia now borders Foix. Who does Armenia hate, though? Other than the Gurus. They hate Lebanon, and they also hate Bosporus. Lebanon has the syncretic faith of Kemetic, or Pesajet, however you want to say it. Provincial trade power modifier plus 30%, and great project upgrade cost minus 40%. So monuments in Lebanon might be going up soon. Maybe. They're building more textiles or more manufactories. They have upgraded the citadel of Aleppo. So yeah, we might see some stuff going up, which will be pretty cool if I do say so. What else do we got? What other wars? Pate against Kolothunad, but I don't imagine it's going to go anywhere unless they get military access. And how much did you take? You took a little bit. You took Yazoo and these two provinces up here. The Serbians expand ever further. And La Plata, or Sulacet, is... Oh, they got a little bit of land. Right? No. They're still at war. It was colonies that was changing around. Alright. Akhtimachi is actually, like, they're landing stuff, and they're kind of going in on Kalchakwi. However, Kalchakwi is coming back. Or not? I'm not sure. Oh, in January, we will check where the new institution spawned in, so... Oh, hey. What's it like? Sulacet has the discipline, does not have the morale, and tactics favors Akhtimachi's subject by just a little bit. I have to imagine though Sulacet is going to win, just because Akhtimachi's colony just doesn't have that much to it. There's barely any meat on the bones, if you know what I mean. Kabu is allied to Katsina, an interesting alliance. The Cornish have landed in Africa. Mutapa has spread to South Africa. Let's go see where that institution spawned. This is global trade, I think. So that's where the printing press spawned in. I want to see if I can find it. That's where colonialism spawned. That's where Renaissance spawned. Okay, it looks like we're just gonna go shortcut it. Oh, the printing press. Printing press spawned over here. Global trade. Oh shit, it hasn't spawned yet. Really? Well, it'll spawn soon enough, I guess. Printing press is still spreading eastward. It's ever so slowly getting to the east, just like colonialism is and Renaissance. It is a slow pace. Koryak has colonialism. Yeah, colonialism usually spreads before Renaissance. Gotta stretch my hand. Sangvisferi, still no allies, only enemies. I'm just surprised no one has ended them yet. Same with kind of like Muscat. I would have thought Livonia would have gone after Muscat by now, but Livonia just does not want any of the land, which is kind of surprising in its own right. Livonia is essentially monopolizing the Baltic Sea, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. Mondstadt is now going after Hanau, which is gonna put them directly against Canal. Foix. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big enemy. Akhtimachi as well. Akhtimachi doesn't have as much as Foix. Oh, no. Foix actually has been downsizing their military. Really? So Mondstadt is just taking advantage of the weakness in Foix. Or maybe is Foix as weak as we really thought? The discipline is the same. Morale favors Foix, and tactics are about the same. And that's only because Mondstadt is up by 1 military tech level. If Canal can transport some troops over and help, that would be really appreciated. Oh shit, Salento is allied to Mondstadt, so Salento's going to be pouring in too. Oh, things just turned from bad to worse against Foix. Oh shit. I thought like, okay, Mondstadt, they might be able to hold against Mondstadt, but Salento, that changes the equation a lot. And Akhtimachi, like, they were partially focused on Kalchakwi. Their entire mainland is going to get occupied at this rate, I have to imagine, because Duvacha, they can do some stuff, and Salento and Mondstadt, they're going to come through too. You gotta know that. Oh, Sura actually lost the war against Mzab, and Sura is just left out to dry. They have nothing else. Mainland Foix is being torn asunder. This would be a completely different story if this was declared directly against Foix and Livonia was able to join in. But Livonia cannot join in, so Mondstadt is going to have free reign, and Akdemachi is going to get wrecked. Oh hey, Cardinal actually has their own colonial nation. Cool. Yeah, Akdemachi was doing work against Kalchakwi, but because of what's going on in Akdemachi's mainland, Kalchakwi is going to be able to fire back. And the thing is, Kalchakwi, they are far behind on technology. They are 6 to 7 military techs behind. So, like, direct battle with Akdemachi was not an option. This is a very nice distraction for Kalchakwi. Man, Foix, I can only imagine what land you're going to lose from this. Oof. This is going to be brutal. Lebanon, are you in this too? You are, because... Wait, no. Why were you called in? Oh! So Karnal is basically being attacked on all fronts because they've spread themselves so thin. Partu is going after Connacht. I don't even know where that is. I'm just gonna look. Connacht. Oh, okay. It's in Ireland. So that's why. And then Bosporus is going after Bozok, which is over here. Right here. Yeah, Cornwall just really spread themselves thin, and that's gonna be their downfall. Oh, and Brandenburg is in this too, so that means Brandenburg is allied to Mondstadt. What? Oh, wait, what? There's so many wars going on. I need to pause and just process this. And then Kiev, alongside Livonia and Rhaetia, are going after the papacy for Jedison? What? You're going after the Pope for what province? I don't know what they're going after the papacy for. I genuinely, I'm dumbfounded. But okay, they're also fighting Bremen. So Bremen is gonna get occupied by Livonia. That's not even out of the question. That's just a given. Livonia is a monster at this rate. Akdemachi is also fully occupied. Foix is about to get fully occupied as well. And Mondstadt is just becoming huge at this rate. There's no other way to put it. They're just getting huge. Bremen, where are your troops? Bosporus is actually getting pretty big too. I think we'll go to about 1611 or 1612. I'm very curious as to what Europe is going to look like once this is done. Jesus Christ, there's still more wars. Fontaine is going after EZLN. Kalchakwi trying to finish off Cajamarca. And, okay, Akdemachi kind of won against Kalchakwi. Yeah, Kalchakwi is a little bit divided up. And Sulacet won against Akdemachi's subject, so La Plata is also kind of split up. This is a mess, and it's going to need to be resolved at some point. Oh, and the Galapagos went to Kalchakwi. Cool. Albania is fighting off the Serbians once again, and I just... The United States... There's just not much they can do against the Serbians. There's no allies. No one to come save them. I like that they're defending to the last man, but the Serbians are just too much. Alright, now, I just want to I want to focus. What is Europe going to look like after this? Because this is kind of pivotal. Even Ratia's in this. But, I mean, Ratia's not going to be losing land. Foix is going to lose land. Aktemachi's going to lose land. Bremen's going to lose land. And, also, Cornwall is going to lose quite a bit of land. Bremen winning against Ratia right over there. Champagne trying to siege down Ratian land. But Kiev coming in, just swatting that away. Oh, wait a minute. It's not the papacy, is it? Oh, no. It is. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought like, because Brandenburg's icon or flag looks a little similar to the papacy, so I was like, no, Kiev really declared on Brandenburg. No, they didn't. Kiev declared directly on the papacy for some reason. I have no idea why. Like, what claims do you have? I really don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just keep it going. 1611 or 1612. Somewhere in that ballpark. Bremen. Their capital is safe for now, but they're losing the siege of Rostock. They need to do something. Livonia is not invincible, but they are formidable. Are the Cossacks in this too? No, the Cossacks are not in this. That is a very recent alliance. Kiev with the Orenburg Cossacks. Oh, Lund is improving relations with Mondstadt. Who knows? Maybe Mondstadt will say yes. Isfahan still growing bit by bit. East Asia is pretty peaceful, other than the Japanese conquest of a province from Akechi, but Japan just Southeast Asia, you know, they're fine. They were able to coordinate this very well. Going after Akechi, that's a little bit of a different story. The naval officers just, I guess they don't care as much for that land. I don't know. There's the peace deal. Foix lost quite a bit of land. Salento took some land over here on the coast of the Adriatic. And Mondstadt took 6 provinces. They're not the highest development, but that's making a statement. That is making a mighty fine statement. Like, seriously. Mondstadt can punch well above their weight if you just look at them on a map alone. Like, you wouldn't think Mondstadt would be able to beat Livonia, but no, I'm pretty sure they can beat Livonia. Bremen was pieced out, and yeah, did they lose any land? No, they didn't. I'm shocked, actually. I thought they would have lost land for sure. Aktemachi was pieced out, and yep, they lost a little bit of land. Duvacha slowly growing back in Iberia. Muscat is taking over the rest of Beluzero, or at least trying to. And unfortunately, this Russian principality is looking like it's going to be buried soon. I think September of this year, we will wrap up this year, part 7. I believe this is part 7. I kind of lost track. I got too lost in the sauce, if you know what I mean. Jaunpur once again allied with the Gurids. I'm hoping that the next time Armenia attacks, Jaunpur will join in, but we don't know. Cornwall is actually making an effort to unoccupy the land that Bosporus is going after, but it's Cornwall just spread too thin. They are spread way, way too thin all over the globe. How much did the United States of Albania lose now? They are divided up piecemeal. Look at that, just all over the coast. And then another war between EZLN and and Average Land. This time though, the tech disparity is not that far. EZLN is one military tech behind and has more quantity. Average Land, is the opposite. They have one military tech ahead, and they have more quantity, or they have less quantity. Also, Fontaine is in this on the side of Average Land, but I'm not sure if Fontaine is going to transport any troops over. It would behoove Average Land if they did, but there's no guarantee. There just is no guarantee in this. Also, it should be noted, EZLN lost that alliance with America. Separatists also over here, but Kalchakwi is going to put those separatists down pretty quickly. Anything else happening? We have our first colonies in Australia. Toyotomi is trying to get there first. Pangasinan is... Pangasinan joined in the war. But I mean, it's not that big of a war. No one is really going after Akechi. Maybe if Li Yue gets up there, then things will happen. But for right now, not really. Oh, actually, Takigawa is in this too. So Li Yue is going to be in conflict with Takigawa. Okay. Never mind. This war could actually be more interesting than I thought. Takigawa has rebuilt its army. It's ready to go. Alright, so I believe we can wrap up this part here and take a look at the leaderboard. Oh, institution did spawn. Global trade. Printing press. Colonialism. There's your global trade. Global trade spawned in Bremen. That is a nice dosage of monarch points for them, and hopefully they'll be able to make good use of it. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at that leaderboard. So, in first place is Mondstadt. In second place is America. In third place is Livonia. In fourth place is Rhaetia. In fifth place is Averton. In sixth place is Karnau. In seventh place is Foix. In eighth place is Akhtemachi. In ninth place is Partu. In 10th place is Salento. In 11th place is Bremen. And in 12th place is Lebanon. That'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in part 8.